I'm Greg Shelton, and I write and produce television and now film. I just finished my first movie with BET and Viacom, and it was entitled A Very Larry Christmas, which is, needless to say, a Christmas movie and a family movie. And I wanted it to be a family movie because I have a 8-year-old son, so I wanted my first film to be one that he can watch and he can enjoy. And as I was doing the movie, I gotta be honest, I got bit by the bug to want to do more film. So I wrote a script entitled Intermission. And I let my friends read it, and a lot of them were saying, this needs to be an independent film. You need to skip the studios and make this an indie film. So this is why I'm coming to you all. See, a lot of times when you go to a studio and to a network or to money people, they take creative license and or tell you what you can do or what you can't do, because at the end of the day, they're paying for it. A lot of studio executives are frustrated writers, directors, and actors. So when you're doing your project, when you're actually producing and writing and or directing, they want to be involved as much as they possibly can, because this is really what they want to do for a living. So I'm going to treat you like you're the studio. I'm going to treat you like you're one of the big studios, and I'm coming in to pitch my movie. Intermission is about a group out of Detroit. They're a singing group, and they're called In Conclusion, and they're phenomenal. Like, imagine like how hot the Black Eyed Peas are, but they just haven't been discovered yet. But they're selling out this nightclub called Brooklyn's every single night. Even on a Tuesday, it's standing room only, which is unheard of. They're just that good. Like, I'll give you an example. You ever seen a group or heard a group that was amazing, but you couldn't understand why they didn't have a record deal or why they weren't on the radio? Well, this group is right there at that mark where they're ready to go, but it's been hard getting over that hurdle. And so they go to the owner, because even though the audience is there and drinks are flowing and everything is looking good, their bank accounts are saying otherwise. So they go to the owner, Al Chisholm, and ask for a bump or ask for a raise. And he tells them, hey, listen, if I had the money, I would give it to you guys. They get upset. They threaten to sue. He quickly pulls out a contract and says, I have a contract and I will sue you guys if you don't perform. So, needless to say, they hit the stage, still do an incredible job because they don't want to let the audience down, and tear the place to shreds. People love them. Standing ovation for 5 minutes. I mean, it was just, that night really motivated them and got them going. A source comes up to them and tells them that they just found out that through aliases and different trusts that Al actually owns several businesses in a 2-mile radius of Brooklyn's, the nightclub where they perform. And In Conclusion gets heated. They get mad. But instead of going after them and going after Al and wanting to hurt him, they decide the best way to get a man who's like this is in his pockets. So they devise a series of heists where they're going to hit several of his businesses and get money or get things that they can turn into money so they can take care of themselves, and more importantly, they can take care of their family and still do what they love, which is music. Now, Al doesn't have a clue, and you're asking me right now, I can hear you, and I'll answer you. How do they do this when they're performing? Well, they do it once a month during the intermission of their show. Now, intermissions, you typically have 15 minutes, sometimes 17, but the standard time is 15 minutes. So they go out and perform the heist, come back in time for the second act of the show as if nothing ever happened. And they have the perfect alibi because it couldn't have been in conclusion because they're here performing at Brooklyn's. And I'm going to leave right there.
Man, I can't believe it. I'm your doctor and you're not going to tell me the ending? That's cold.
What you mean you're not going to tell me the end of the movie, Gregory? I cannot believe you doing this. Now, this movie got me on the end of my seats from what you've shown me this far. I am dying to know how this thing is going to end. Gregory, I really thought we were cool. I thought you were my boy. I'm done. I need an intermission now. Bye, Gregory.
That's it? You're not going to tell me how the movie ends? You're just going to leave me hanging like that? What happens during the intermission? You can't see this, but my tears on the inside of laughter have now turned to tears of sadness. I won't even be able to sleep tonight. Thanks a lot.
Don't get mad. Oh, no. Don't get mad. But I assure you, when I tell you they go on a roller coaster ride with pulling these heists off, you right there with them. And it's amazing. It's funny. It's witty. It's clever. It gives me goosebumps even when I talk about it. There is no violence. There is no gratuitous sex scenes. This is a smart movie where you can't take your 6-year-old, obviously, but you can take your 13-year-old and feel comfortable with them watching this movie with you. Because with everything that's going on in the world, I'm not into violence and guns for the sake of having guns in the movie. And a lot of people do that. And that's not where I am. So please, join me and be a part of this movie. Help me make history. That's all I'm asking, is help me make history. Help me make this the biggest independent movie of all time. The great thing about being part of Intermission is you'll be able to walk away with memorabilia and collectibles. And depending on what you donate, you'll be amazed at some of the things that we have to offer. And let me be the first to say, even if you only had $5, it would be greatly appreciated. Listen, I know that gas is high and food is expensive. So whatever you can give, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't take any of that for granted whatsoever. But they're great gifts, such as a script signed by all of the talent, movie posters, screenings, meaning that you come to where I am, sit right by me, we watch the movie together, and you give me your pointers, let me know what you think about it. Hopefully you'll like it. And also, one thing that I want to do is, depending on what you donate, I want to do a premiere in your hometown, like with red carpet and limousines and all of that. And I think that would be phenomenal, and we'd have fun and go out to dinner and have cameras and all that kind of stuff. It would be a great experience. There will also be, depending on what you donate, you'll get a screening, your own DVD of the movie before it comes out. There's a lot of things that come with the levels of donations, and I'm a generous guy, so the memorabilia and the collectibles will be generous as well. So please join me and be a part of this movie. Help me make history. That's all I'm asking, is help me make history. Help me make this the biggest independent movie of all time. My name is Greg Shelton, and again, I just want to say thank you for your time, and tell your friends. Go to Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, homing pigeons, whatever it takes. Pony Express. Let's get the word out. and let's support Intermission and make it a blockbuster.